that is opening at the correct pressure, and then after a while that it closes at the right pressure as well. And then after it's closed, that's when we come back and then we go on test. We have to, make sure that all the functions that they have to happen when it's inflated, that it goes through that sequence. And with the C2 cylinder, it's going to bleed off a lot faster and longer.
Right. And this inflates in 45 seconds? Is that?
Well, by the time it's fully inflated, it would be about a minute to a minute and a half. That is it takes shape within 45 seconds, but it's such a large volume that, to be fully ejecting the extra pressure from the relief valves, it would be probably about a minute and a quarter, minute and a half. This is really old equipment that you have. It's very minimum equipment. You have a bellows, a couple of balers, a sponge, flashlight, signal mirror, a little repair kit, and the boards. Too. So anything that is glue, it got the powder to kill the bonding of the adhesive. But aside from that, that's the only reason that they use the powder. It's for killing whatever adhesive is over glue, and that way it doesn't stick to itself. And when it deploys, it's not ripping coatings apart. And this is the towing patches in here, where you do the towing in here. That's where you would be pulling individuals, with a rescue boat, and just pull this unit loaded with the individuals. Then you have the knife in there so you can cut off the line. If things get a little hairy, this is where you have to cut off the knife. Pull out the knife and then make sure you don't cut yourself. This unit is a basic, rescue platform, because it doesn't have the canopy, doesn't have the water rations, flares. That makes it a lot more offshore. This is coastal use only. Blow this unit. The other thing that I don't know where you guys have your exhaust, but if it's on the side, if the exhaust is right by the gunnel, you have to remove the unit from there, because it is going to burn a hole. We were doing a training for the Golden Gate ferries, the VMAP training, what they call, and as we started to move forward with the ferry boat, the water was kicked up by the boat, so this unit started to rise up, and it ended right smack against the exhaust and just blew a hole. So Those are the things
Ladies'
that-
high heels and
Yeah. So anything sharp and high heels to be removed, as well as, on the side where you secure this to the boat, you have to make sure that is no sharp edges in there. And when you do, if you do launch it, you secure from this line, and then on the other side it has the same. So you pull from here, then you pull from that side, and it's but this right here, bought it against the side of the vessel. Because if you only secure on one side, she's going to be rolling in different directions, which is going to make it very unstable. So you have to secure from the towing patches and the towing patch, smack it against the vessel, so she doesn't have the ability to rotate.
now these two cylinders, do they fall off after it's inflated?
stay on.
They just stay underneath there.
That becomes a one-way valve. So if there's a malfunction, that you're not going to lose any air.
Okay.
So they stay on.
Okay. And those are CO2 and nitrogen cylinders.
Correct. That could, the cylinder's going to end up on the top instead of the bottom. Like I said, it's a reversible platform. Depending on the weather, depending on how when it's deployed, it could inflate upside down, which is no big deal. You have same features, the top is the bottom, so it doesn't make any difference in that. But it is quite important to smack that against the side of the vessel so she doesn't rotate. Because if you only secure it to one side, she's just going to be playing tricks on you. And people are going to be falling, and the person who's helping people from boat to the unit, they have no control.